A stranger offered me a ride in the Arizona desert. 10 minutes later, he tried to kill me. I was 23 years old, driving from Texas to Phoenix. Just me, my Mustang, and an empty desert highway. I took the remote route through Arizona. No traffic, no stress, no people. The sun was setting, and the sky looked like it was on fire. For the first time in months, I felt completely free. Then I heard it, a loud pop. The car jerked violently. A second pop, and the whole car shook. I pulled over, killed the engine. When I tried to restart it, just clicking, nothing else. The engine was dead. I grabbed my phone, no signal, not even one bar. I stepped out and looked around. Nothing, no buildings, no gas stations, no houses, just endless desert, in every direction. I told myself not to panic. Someone would drive by, eventually. But hours passed. The sun disappeared completely. The heat vanished with it, and the desert became shockingly cold. I sat beside my car in the dark. Every sound felt louder than it should. The wind, the insects, my own breathing. Just when I was losing hope, headlights in the distance. Relief hit me like a wave. I jumped up, waving my arms frantically. The vehicle got closer, and closer, and closer. Then, it blasted past me without slowing down. The rush of air nearly knocked me off my feet. Within seconds, the taillights vanished into the darkness. Someone had actually left me there, alone. Sometime after midnight, another pair of headlights. This time, an old pickup truck slowed down. The driver stepped out. Big guy, easily over 6 feet. The kind of person who makes you nervous without saying a word. "Trouble?" he asked. I explained what happened, but something felt wrong, immediately. Instead of looking at my car, he kept looking at me. Then the questions started. "Are you traveling alone? Does anyone know where you are? Is your family expecting you tonight?" At first I answered politely. Then I started feeling uncomfortable. These weren't normal questions. It felt like he was collecting information, learning things, important things. He offered me a ride. I didn't want to get in, but I also couldn't spend the night alone in the desert, so I accepted. The moment I sat down, I regretted it. The truck smelled old. The cabin felt cramped. The driver barely spoke. For miles, we drove through complete darkness. Then he asked one more question. "So, nobody knows your exact location?" Something inside me was screaming. A few minutes later, the truck sputtered. He pulled over. Then he turned toward me and smiled. "I need help checking under the hood." Every alarm bell in my head went off. I slowly stepped out. Complete darkness all around. I walked toward the front. The hood was still closed. I reached for it, and suddenly, the engine roared. Instinct saved my life. I dove sideways. The truck exploded forward, right through the exact spot where I had been standing. Then survival took over. I ran, through brush, through rocks, through total darkness. Behind me, the truck turned around. Then came the gunshots. 1, 2, 3. I didn't look back. I just ran. I found a large boulder and hid behind it. From there, I could see his headlights, sweeping, searching, back and forth. I stayed perfectly still, barely breathing, for what felt like hours. Finally, the headlights disappeared. The truck drove away. I didn't move until sunrise. The next morning, a couple spotted me on the road. I must have looked terrible, covered in dirt, exhausted, barely able to speak. They drove me to the nearest town. The police investigated. Tire tracks, found. Shell casings, found. The driver? Never found. Not a name, not a face, nothing. Years have passed since that night. But every now and then, I wake up in the middle of the night, thinking about Highway 191, thinking about that truck, wondering how many times that man had done it before. Because if my instincts hadn't kicked in when they did, I wouldn't be telling this story today. And somewhere out there, that truck might still be waiting for its next stranded traveler.